Can you give me an overview of what a typical day of work looks like so that people listening can also kind of get jazzed up and passionate? I mean, to get paid for getting elephant massages is pretty awesome, but can you kind of give like an overview of what a travel photographer does?
Well, the beauty in being a photographer is that every day can be whatever you want it to be, or that's the way I prefer it to be. I don't like having a routine. So I can't really say I have a typical day. My typical day is basically just a random, spontaneous day, you know. I really have gotten to a point where I can accept the photography jobs I only prefer to do. And I mean, like I said, traveling, taking photos in a private jet is not very typical. Some days I'm just shooting in my home studio for a few hours. You know, it takes only about 2 or 3 hour shoot usually if I'm shooting in my home studio, or if I'm traveling, or if I'm just working on my laptop. Sometimes I'm not even getting paid to specifically travel, but I've developed my life in a certain way where I can just afford to just travel and work on my laptop on different shoots and stuff like that. I really, really like to travel, and that's why I've created my lifestyle to be this way. So
you know, photographers that are out there that won't travel; they'll just stay in one spot. But you've kind of designed your life around traveling.
Yeah, and you know, some people don't like to travel. Some people don't like to live out of a suitcase, stuff like that. And I mean, sometimes I get a little tired of traveling and I take it easy a little bit, but that's the great part about having a photographer. And a lot of photographers don't realize how much freedom you can have and how easy it is to do so. And you know, to really break out of your shell and know that we all have this one life that we can live. So don't just, you know, get all of society to give you all these lies, to feed you all these lies and myths about how you can't have this lifestyle, because it's a lot easier than you realize.
That's such a sweet attitude to take on this whole thing, and I think it's going to identify with a lot of people listening.
Yeah, I hope so.
Before we get into the meat here, you've brushed shoulders with a lot of celebrities. Make us all jealous. Do some name dropping for me. Tell us about who you've worked with.
Oh, man. Well, the great part is whoever you work with, you meet a lot of other celebrities as well, and get invited to a lot of events. I've photographed, let's see, Holly Madison from The Girls Next Door. Let's see, a large variety of celebrities too. Joe Theismann, the famous quarterback, and let's see, Rex Lee from the show Entourage. He's actually a dear friend of mine now. I'm actually having dinner with him tonight right after this interview. You know, it's trying to think now. I'm on the spot. Zac Efron. I've worked with him before from High School Musical. Let's see, Angelina Jolie. You know, I mean, there's a lot, and I've met a lot more too that I haven't necessarily worked with, but those are the ones I've worked with before, and you know, it gives you a whole different perspective on things, and to know that they're all just people too. But it's amazing though, once you do start working for celebrities, how much your profession and your success explodes just from having that.
Well, thanks for climbing down the ladder a few rungs so that you could talk with me on this interview. That's really nice of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Anything for you, John.
Oh, thanks.